Think we live, y'all.
Hey, fam.
Okay. All right. Hey, family. We are live with our fourth episode of season two. Let's get free together. We excited. It's May 1st, and we got some exciting things to share. I got my Queen's Tay, and Queen Tima is there with us. She's just off camera this particular episode, but she's there with us, and we'll share out. Um, May 1st, y'all. The we have made it through the shocking winter and the April showers and the heaviness, and the things that felt like constant struggle. Queen Tima made a reference the other day about pulling ourselves out of quicksand, putting forth a lot of energy and feeling like, things are moving just slow and slow producing and things like that. But we are now in the breakthrough period. Flowers are blooming. You know the saying, April showers May flowers. Flowers blooming, bringing about all the exciting things, the graduations, the marriages, the Mother's Day, the summer vacations, with family and friends, the picnics, the beaches, the festivals, outside concerts. And ladies, we can have our toes out, our feet can breathe. So all the exciting things that come with Mayflowers and blooming and renewal and ease even. It's also my birthday month.
That's right.
So I realized that um the more I learn about myself as things evolve, it totally makes sense that I'm wired the way that I wired, that I was born in the month of May. And I've always felt like I'm about to jump out of my skin soon as the month of May hits. This is so much excitement. So Queens, we want to just share some things about. We wanted to bring in the happy because, you know, with the election, going back to election, going back to a lot of anxiety, worry, people sharing their fears, a lot of heavy things happening, and we are ready for some relief, y'all, and the relief is here. So want to introduce, have our queen sisters to share about some things, and I'll wrap back around to some things I'm excited about that's upcoming, and then we want you all, to share with us, things that are upcoming, that are exciting for you. You can share them in the chat and we'll mention them. So Queen Tay, what things you got coming up for the spring and the summer that you're excited about, or that you even planning to do, to keep things light and to just usher in the happy.
Right. And that's what's important. So for me, me and nature, we do our thing in the summer. I'm gonna be in nature. I used to post on IG all last summer, me in nature in the middle of woods, and I'd be like, okay, you looking for me? This is where you'll find me in nature. Because I'm a nature queen. I'm sorry. That's my happy place. But also by water. So me and my daughters, we're going to the beach this summer. I actually haven't seen all three of my daughters in the same place in years. So one is in Atlanta, one is in Mississippi, and one is in Houston with me. So I am excited to see all three of my children in one happy place near the water. I'm excited. That is
that's,
definitely what's going on for me this summer, water and nature.
that's awesome. What about you, Queen Tima?
Good evening, everybody. Okay, so summertime for me is a time where I kind of, even if I don't want to, I kind of use it to support my physical body. Like, I am more mindful of like physical self-care. A lot of people try to do that in the winter, I guess, to get ready for a summer body, but I find myself, I have never been able to do that. So, even though I don't show it like that, I don't be in no bikini, y'all, and nothing like that. But not knocking it for those who do. But I get out there and exercise and try to be as robust as possible with that. But be careful if you're recovering from an injury or anything, but or any kind of chronic condition. But I do recommend, just getting out there and supporting your body, being more physically active, whether it's just with yourself or, with your family and friends. It's a lot of like free concerts. You can do a lot of walking, a lot of sports events, things like that.
Love it.
Sounds good. Are there any events particularly that you all know about yet? Like a lot of times great thing about, spring and summer, they have, free festivals, outside concerts, lots of, or even, exciting plans for Mother's Day. Um,
Well,
so,
if
go
you if
ahead.
you're gonna be in NOLA, you can always trust that nice jazz fest every May.
Hmm.
So and I think that starts uh mid, is it mid-May or early May? Somebody gonna have to look it up, but Jazz Fest is always a good time.
That's great. That's great. I saw a family out down down by the reservoir where the water is. That's where I go to be near the water. And they were out there playing kickball. It was a whole family. You know how people, the cousins, the aunties, I saw Granny sitting under the little, pavilion thing. They had their barbecue out there. But the whole family, little kids, all the way down to like the 4-year-olds, up to the uncles and aunties, you could see them out there, and they had a huge game of kickball going on,
Oh,
and I was just like, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I told my husband that we need to try to organize something like that for, our community of people that we with regularly. And then I also saw at another space that's called the Renaissance out here that kind of reminds you of like that space in Atlanta where Atlantic Station is, that open, like the open where people would just be outside with their kids running around in that.
Hmm.
So there's a
Hmm.
place here that's similar. And these ladies were having like a little I don't particularly care for the term picnic, but just for the lack of I always tell myself I gotta come up with another term for it, but you know what I mean. So they were
Yeah.
together on a blanket, and they had like these bumbo chairs. So have y'all seen the babies with the little chair you can sit them in and they sit they sit up straight? But these were bubble ones. So they were like, bubble. And they had their three like infants, maybe like 6 and 7 months old. Sitting in a little bumble thing, and the kids was all happy, and they had their little, picnic blanket with their food, and these were three moms just came out there. But I was just like, oh, that's so fun. It was a Saturday, and the kids just look so adorable in their little bumble, more bumble things. So just different things that keep us light and keep us excited. I've had recently some, I don't know about what's happening with everybody else, but three major things in something I was dealing with in business that seemed like a push and a pull. Queen was saying earlier, that's what we feel like we've just been dealing with, like a lot of, just like tug of war type of energy. And so I had something just in the last 2 days, day actually, a business to loosen up, and felt the heavy feelings to be lifted, something that my family has been dealing with, and like a shared property thing that it seems like for years, that it seemed like for all of us, it's felt like burdensome. All of a sudden a
Wow.
solution came in, and so like the ease, there's a saying in Islam, verily with difficulty comes ease. And
Mhm.
so just feeling the lightness of the ease coming through. Yes. So I don't know if anybody is, tuning in and wants to share in the chat, some of the things they're looking forward to for the summer, or some of the things that you do that's just like your happy space. So one for me is Barnes and Nobles. Queen, I love books. I love the smell of books. I love being in spaces where books are. So Barnes and Nobles and libraries are somewhere definitely you find me there year round. But Barnes and Nobles happens to just be a place that me and my sister call each other and talk about it like we going to an amusement park.
Right.
So
Right.
different people have their Queen Tay just said, water and nature is hers. Fatima, where is somewhere that you go that's just, I know you love books too, and you love the book places too. Where's another place
Before
you
you
go that's
chime
just like
in,
a
before
happy
you
place? Oh,
before,
go ahead.
before she chimes in real quick, Fatima, we
Mhm.
got Miss Frances Ward on the live.
Okay, okay.
I'm
What
reading the
friend
live.
say?
Well, she said good evening, Queens, but I wanted her to chime in when Fatima's done and let us know her happy space. Hi, Frances.
Hey, Francis, thank you for
Hey, friend.
calling in. Good to have you on.
Yes. If we not able to hear you, then definitely type in a message of some place and space that's a happy, or practice that's a happy thing for you.
Well, to answer your question, I'm so glad that you feel that way. I can see it in your faces. I wish I could be on camera tonight. So I can see it. You look like you're glowing and happy and light. So I'm, I'm so happy. Praise be to the Most High. Praise be to God, for allowing us that space to heal, you know, and it was difficult. So we do have some ease coming in and we feel it. So that is good. I think, you know what, I have that in common with both of you all, you and Queen Tay. I love books, libraries, Barnes and Nobles. I like the mom and pop bookstores. And I also like being outside. I like being, near water, but it's not a lot of water here that I like. Well, I can't say that because I haven't been to Sweetwater Falls in a while, and I might go back there soon because my niece is always doing stuff. But something outside, like hiking or something like that, but not when it's too hot. So May is the perfect month before it gets too hot. I look forward to doing those things. Oh yeah, and then it's an old school concert coming up. Look,
Ooh.
it's like Trina.
Oh,
She's
You
there.
said it's who?
Trina is Trina and Petey Pablo and
Wow.
I love
Them the
it.
people that produce all them fun songs.
right, and I wish I can remember it because I heard it on the radio this morning. Y'all know I like to listen to local radio, but they were talking about it and I was rapping in my head and I thought of telling you. I look forward to that.
I'm gonna
That's
write
all.
something just for you, Fatima.
Okay.
That's awesome. Did Fran say, did she text something in the comment?
She did. She said her happy place is her grandboys.
Oh
Oh,
yes. That's
I love it.
awesome.
Yeah.
wait,
Yes.
is that plural?
Huh?
She said grand boys plural.
Grand Boys, Kingston and Kaiden are
Oh
their
my
names.
goodness. I didn't know about the latest one. That's so beautiful.
Wow.
Yes, yes. And she glows, and just
Oh,
everything about them just
okay.
That is
transforms her whole
beautiful.
continents.
Oh my
I definitely
goodness.
understand that. I got
Yeah,
two
I can
myself.
imagine.
She also said she wants to go dancing.
Oh, okay, sister.
Oh,
There's that.
Tima, y'all in the same place.
Girl,
Okay.
let me get my hair right. Okay.
Y'all better hold it down. When me and Queen used to live there, we used to go. Remember, we used to go to that place where they did Latino night.
Yes,
I forgot it was
yes.
like a
Oh,
salsa
nice.
night. It was so fun. I can't remember the name of
Listen.
it. It's been
I
years.
can't think
Okay.
of it either.
Oh, Loca Luna. It just came to me just like
Oh,
that.
yeah. I think I
It,
met y'all there once.
I
yeah.
think so too.
Yeah. Y'all better go to
Yeah.
Loca Luna and go dancing.
Okay. Listen, it's still open. I'm gonna hold y'all to that.
Wow.
Um, Well, great. Those are exciting things to be anticipating doing and bringing in the happy. Um yeah, our this is an exciting time and blessings, blessings just coming through.
Yes, 2 to 7. It's a date.
What'd you
Okay.
say?
Francis, she said yes, 2 to 7. It must be a date, Fatima.
Okay.
On the schedule.
Okay.
She said two. Oh, she talking about her kids. I'm sorry, I read it wrong, Francis. She said she got 2 grandbabies, 2 and 7.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's beautiful. That is beautiful to know. And it is a date. We gonna make a date.
And go, yeah, exactly. But wait a minute, 7? You
I
got a
know, right?
I know. Isn't that crazy? Kingston,
kid.
the oldest one, is 7.
Wow. Francis, you are too young to be a grandmother.
Beautiful.
That's
Wow.
awesome. My nephew just turned 9 yesterday. Shout out to Hassan.
Oh,
And
Oh,
Jail's son
wow.
is
Shout out to
9.
my son. Oh my
already?
goodness.
These
Isn't that
children,
crazy?
they
Yeah.
way fast.
Right.
Yes. And speaking of children, I think I'm braving a week summer camp again, and this time I'm gonna have more kids.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh my goodness. That
So
sounds
bring
like
in the
fun.
summer activities, the pool, the aquarium, the children's science museum.
All right.
We gonna be out and about doing some stuff. So that's another thing. Actually, they also have a book reading thing at Barnes and Nobles that's free that you can look up wherever you are. To take the
Hmm.
children to. They always love that. They have like a fun children's section. Um, so yeah, so start looking for the things because them kids out of school in a few
I
weeks.
know, right?
It's
Oh, bless your
about to
heart.
get real.
I'm gonna pray for you.
What'd you say, Fatima?
I said I'm gonna pray for you, but I know they're gonna have a blast like they did
Right.
last time.
Yes, yes, I'm excited. It's gonna be planned to the T. My mama, my Najla teacher mode is seriously gonna be coming in. Yeah, we
Oh,
gonna have plans, for the whole week. So yeah, and I'm inviting, other children into it. So
That's
I'm
nice.
excited
great.
about it. It's gonna be later in the summer, but
Okay,
That's
that's
yeah,
great.
parents need to get ready to get creative about get that sidewalk chalk all out. Let the kids
I
draw on
know
the
that's right.
sidewalk.
Okay.
the old school sidewalk chalk.
Yes,
Yeah.
sidewalk chalk. Get them bubbles out. All
Uh-huh.
that stuff.
That's fun.
Oh, goldfish. Oh my goodness, y'all. I did a festival last Saturday
Hmm.
and had the idea. I was praying for I wanted to do something different to engage the kids. Why did the goldfish that used to be at the carnival and
Hmm.
they have them in them little bowls
Yeah.
Oh
for
yeah.
20? I went to the PetSmart and paid 49 cents for 20 goldfish and went to the Dollar Tree and got the little bowls and put them in the thing and brought some little. Why were kids all over the park coming to running, trying to get them goldfish and telling people, "Oh, I got a fish to care for"? Because my other thing was I was trying to think of something that'd take them away from them electronics. So I
Oh,
was like,
Right.
and you know who I thought of, Queen Tay? I thought of your granddaughter with her beta fish. Remember
oh,
how excited she used to be to feed it daily? Wanted to
yes.
Right.
make sure she was taking care of it. And so I
Yes.
was
Hmm.
like, this gives them a sense of responsibility,
That's
connection with
right.
animals, or with,
Yeah.
and also getting them away from everything electronic.
Uh-huh.
So
That's right.
Yeah.
those I didn't want to get more than 20 because of course I wasn't trying to bring none of them home with me. So I was like, but I needed 50 because them kids came out the woodworks and was like, I want to go fish. But it was so exciting that
That
they
is
were
so
still something
sweet.
that's just natural, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
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 That's a
So that's an
wonderful
idea.
thing to do. Yeah,
Would
that
you
is a
say?
wonderful that's a wonderful idea.
It is a wonderful, inexpensive idea.
It's very sweet.
So yeah, so there's a pointer, parents and grandparents out there, Fran. um, if you want to, if you want to deal with, helping them, supporting them to be responsible with the goldfish or with the fish. Okay, so with that being said, we're gonna segue into having Queen Tay actually share about um astrologically, what's going on, astrologically, that supports where we are with springing forward, with the Mayflowers, with things blooming, with things renewing, and things coming through with ease. Share with us, Tay Talks. What is what is it? Y'all make sure to tune in to Tay Talks, because then she on that platform, she elaborates even more, to tell you about what's going on with the cards and everything.
Well, I'm an
So share with
intuitive
us,
reader.
Queen.
I gotta say this. I'm an intuitive reader, and you can look me up on YouTube, Tay Talks and Tarot, as well as TikTok. I'm streaming on TikTok. They love me over there on TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. They talk some tarot, but I am not an astrologist, okay? An astrologer. I am not. I'm just fascinated, y'all. So I tune in and I listen. It's like watching the news for me. So, but I do know that the astrologers that I tune into, they're saying it's all systems go, y'all. Green light, go ahead. It is
Hey,
right. So Fatima, the other day you put in the chat, our personal chat, that you felt a lighter energy and
yes,
felt you said you felt something shifting in the atmosphere, right?
right,
So you were smack on it, okay? Because when you said that, I had to go look into some astrology. And I looked it up. I was like, okay, let me see if she's what she's saying, what she's tapping into. Because I didn't like yet feel it, but it came
right.
shortly after. Like after you felt it, and then I felt it. Boom. It hit me. I felt lighter, happier. Guess
Mm-hmm.
what? You were right. You are so connected. We all are connected
Yes,
on in the atmosphere. So,
yes.
so I can't specifically call out the planets because I didn't do my homework like that. But the astrologers are saying that is go time, spring forward. The planets are calling the things to you now that you were not able to achieve in the past surrounding love, relationships of any kind, and creativity. So if you felt stagnant in your creative sector of your life, now you're gonna experience forward movement. If you were trying to, like me, do so many different things in the past and
Mm-hmm.
nothing ever got off the ground. Now
Mm-hmm.
you're going to find yourself doing that same thing, but it's going to
Mm-hmm.
take off now. So,
Yes. Okay.
and the energy is lighter, and there are massive shifts happening for the positive starting this week. I'm so excited.
That's beautiful. That's so beautiful to know. Like, I just got this book last week. This is a little book, pocket book, and it's called Awakening Intuition. So before this
Mm.
call, it's so funny that Queen Nazi broke this, you brought it up, and then Queen Tay, you were talking about being an intuitive reader. And I turned to page 23, and it says nurture intuitive relationships. So others
Mm.
with a strong sixth sense normalize intuition and provide fresh practices, tips, and tools. We have to nurture these relationships now to develop, understand, and maximize intuition. Identify sensitive and supportive friends, colleagues, and family members, or join an in-person or online community sensitive. That's you, collective. It takes a village to make sense of sensitivity. Let me see who this is by. This is by Tanya. Her name is Tanya too. Tanya Carol Richardson.
What?
Wow, well, there you go.
Wait, it's by who? Say the name again.
Tanya Carol Richardson.
What?
Yeah, awakening intuition. So
How
we are all connected.
synchronistic is that?
Right. There you go with the alignment.
All right.
Listen, we all
Wow.
connected.
Exactly. Everything is connected. You know what? Y'all should actually tap in. If you just go on YouTube and put in astrology readers, I mean, not readers, astrology or tarot readers, you would be, or oracle readers, you would be amazed at some of the stuff that you hear. If you tap in and you'd be like, wow, wait, what just happened? Because that happened to me the other day. And then you would
Mhm.
be fascinated by what what the matrix called coincidences, but it's really synchronistic because it's literally you looking in a mirror. It's
Right.
Mhm.
it's so fascinating.
Well, I think I agree with you already because I don't think I went into detail, but it was last October where I just so happenstance I was doing some homework too, and I so happenstance to come upon these certain readers who were talking about uh, uh, my marriage ending. So it gave me some clues, and girl, I was led to pray too. I was praying, and I was led to the Quran and the Bible, and then I
Oh,
saw the readers, and I had all the information. So
wow.
yeah, so
Wow.
you're right. We should all tap in. And
Tap
that's just
in.
an
Love it.
example. Yeah.
I love it. I love that.
Yeah.
And the fact that you were led to pray, that's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Prayer
Mm-hmm.
always first.
Yes. Yes.
Right. Well, that with that being said, we gonna segue into our tea talk part of our session. Let's get free together and talk tea. So as you all know, it has a double meaning. So first I'm gonna share a little bit about an actual tea. Today we're gonna talk about oolong tea. Um, it is where did my notes go? It is a robust flavor, partially oxidized tea. It has caffeine in it. A caffeine amount it said it's in between black and green. So it's less than black tea, but more than green tea. Oolong tea is associated with lowering cholesterol levels. It's linked to lower risk of death from cardiovascular disease. It's linked to helping people to maintain healthy weight by helping to reduce body fat. It exhibits significant antioxidant uh, um, uh anti-inflammatory and anti-cancerous properties. So and it has a very, as you can tell from it being named oolong, um it's a popular Chinese tea, and I can't really properly pronounce the names of a lot of them. I'm not gonna even try to butcher them, but I will say that they have a high mountain oolong tea. That's from, it actually said it's from the high mountains of Taiwan. It's a sweet, creamy tasting tea. They have an amber autumn oolong. It has a notes of malt and caramel and stone fruit.
Mm.
There's a mango oolong. It says it's a Taiwanese oolong tea. So
Mm.
you all try to look into oolong tea. A lot of people are not familiar with it. Some of us tea lovers, like I'm sure Fatima, probably probably is quite familiar with different types, but it's a newer one to me, that I was recently introduced to. So try out some oolong tea. It has some great healing properties. Look it up. Look up different types. It can be sent to you, and bottles and different things. And so check it out. Oolong tea, you all. That's spelled OO, just like it sounds, LONG. Oolong.
Love it.
Um, so the other type of tea we want to talk about, but I'm gonna give y'all the tea about this new movie that's out. So I gotta tell a little bit of the backstory of it. So the movie is called Sinners. So when I first heard about it from my husband, who was like, "We going to see that the day it come out," and I was like, "I'm not going to see that movie with that violence and killing and gore, because those are usually not the type of movies that I would be interested in." But let me get y'all the tea. It's got some deep content. It's by our brother Ryan Coogler. is the producer director, who I just found out today when I was Googling him that he is actually a Gemini. So I was like, no wonder dude is so deep, you know. But and he's only 38 years old. He's the brother who
Wow.
produced Creed 1, Fruitvale Station.
Oh,
Obviously, he must work really well with Michael B. Jordan, because
yeah, yeah.
Fruitvale Station was his first movie back in 2013. Creed 1, he produced the Black Panther, he produced Wakanda Forever,
Nice.
and then now
Oh,
recently this 2025
wonderful.
Sinners, which actually has Michael B. Jordan playing double roles. And so it is a deep movie. It's got a lot of content. I was telling Queen Tay earlier, because she said she had the same reaction to her significant other saying that they was gonna go see it. She was like, no, we not. We typically do not, we are not interested in inviting in dark and evil and gore and blood and killing. You know, it's
No,
enough
thank you.
already to try to stay same with all that's going on, to just
Right,
pay to go
right,
see. Oh, but I'm not claiming that that's what this movie is actually. It has a little bit of gore, you know,
right.
but it seems like that was used more to pull people in, because it actually is really deep, y'all. We stood outside the
Okay.
movie theater. I went with another
Wow.
couple. We stood outside the movie theater for 35 minutes talking about the different levels of angles that he introduced in it. It's brilliantly done, like so many of his other movies.
Wow. I've
So
been hearing good things about it so far. I can't wait to see it.
good. That was look at Queen Tay still looking down. I told her when I actually got to the movie theater, because so many movies out now just have so much darkness and gore and all that. So it
Right.
seemed like all of the previews was like that. And I'm sitting there thinking, what have I gotten myself into? I'm out here for days. But the content is so good, and you be thinking about what you see he's introducing, that the little parts that you used to, with, I don't want to give any of the movie out, but that part is not what focuses on you focus on, and that's not what you carry away from you, because it's so deep. So,
Right.
and that's just my perspective, you all. I'm just sharing, from a person who was totally against the going to see the movie at first. But did hear, like Queen Tima just said, from credible other people, who I don't listen to too many other people that say, a movie is good and it's deep and it's blah, blah, blah. But these were some credible people that. And so, so I took a chance and ended up not regretting it. It's good. Go see it and go support the brother
Okay.
in his, film mastery. So yeah, so that is the tea about, in case you didn't know about the movie Sinners. Yes.
Okay. Well, Queen, before we wrap up, Frances chimed in. She said she definitely wants a cup of the Chinese tea, and if you could drop the website, that she wants to order it.
Okay. Let Queen Frances know. I will definitely share that information with her. And
Okay.
thank you for requesting it.
Wonderful.
So before we close out, you all, we want to this show is short and sweet. We just want to acknowledge that today is May 1st. Whoop whoop. I'm so excited
Yeah.
about it. We're so excited about it. And so we wanted to connect with you all to just bring in the spring excitement and the flowers that bloom. Before we close out, we want to share about what our next show is going to be about. So, we told you all in our last episode a couple weeks ago that we did about ego, that we would be bouncing back, to come to share more. So, this particular time in 2 weeks, we are going to have some special guests on to share with us about how ego shows up in relationships, and how to navigate your way through that when it happens, and so that you conquer it and it doesn't destroy your relationship. Because right now, the time, I actually heard an advertisement on the local radio, Tima, earlier today,
Mm-hmm.
that was talking about the kingdom unions that are happening,
Mm.
and um the enemy is not really about those kingdom connections coming
Oh,
about,
right.
you know.
That's right. Those are the ones that
Yes.
get attacked the most. Got to put your armor on.
Exactly, exactly. And it uses our egos, it uses our past pain and our
Yeah.
old beliefs and our, all the things to really like needle us and trigger us, and
Mm-hmm.
so
That's true.
it takes some serious, like Tima said, armoring, praying,
Right.
counseling, all the things.
All of the things.
All the
Yeah.
things. And so this one gonna be juicy, y'all. And we gonna for the first time have
Yeah.
some guests. We'll have three couples on along with our Queen Tima, who is gonna who knows a lot about sharing about relationships as well. And so we're not gonna give away who the guest's gonna be. Y'all gotta be surprised. But we are excited that it'll be our first time having guests on with us. So stay tuned for that. We will share specifically what the time will be. So that'll be 2 weeks from today, May 15th. And also exciting, I forgot to just share that, it'll be 2 years. May 16th that I've been in my house that I super love. So that's another May excitement. And somebody else has an anniversary in May.
Yeah. Oh, me?
Yes, you.
Okay, yay, I'm excited. Okay, so I'm not gonna keep y'all long, but I've been single for 12 years. I've been
Okay.
stabbed, okay, working on self. And I'm gonna say this: some of those years were single by choice. A lot of those years was not.
Mm-hmm.
That was divine saying, I said no.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a whole show. But
Mhm.
But on May 7th, I make my 1 year anniversary of being in a
Yeah.
solid, happy, harmonious, beautiful, loving relationship.
That's a beautiful thing.
It
Yes,
is.
and I'm excited about that.
Congratulations, almost.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, all the May excitement and
And
then
I
the
gotta
love.
shout out, I gotta shout out my twin. She is on May 2nd, which is tomorrow, seven
Okay.
years anniversary, 17.
Beautiful.
17.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Queen Nalo.
Yeah. I'm
Wow, that is beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, at some
Yes.
point we're going to have her on too and give us some tips
Yeah,
and
right.
really
What are the secrets?
yeah, really. Because it shouldn't be. You can't just keep holding all of this in.
Right, exactly. You're gonna be on sooner than you know.
Okay, okay.
All right. Well, thank you all for tuning on. We just tuning in. We just wanted to share the happy, y'all. It's a lot of, negativity, fear, all types of stuff that is circulating through media, through social media, through text threads,
Yeah.
some of them that I just really want to remove myself from, a lot, all the places. So we want to be a space and a place, that brings in the positivity and the love and the excitement and the ease. Of course, we have the deep content because that's who we be, but everything has to be balanced. And so
Right.
we just wanted to share on May 1st the excitement that is being ushered in, and we pray for you all to be experiencing amazing spring and a wonderful summer. And we hope that some of the things that we offered up today would be helpful and putting your plans together for the summer, in the spring.
Yes. Thank you both. That was beautiful.
All right, fam, we're gonna sign off now. This is a short but sweet show. We hope that those who are not able to tune in right now will be able to benefit from it later. We love y'all, and we see y'all in a couple weeks. Peace and love. Let's get free together, y'all.